that, as we teach our kids, but I'm talking to as an adult now. You're out of school years. Maybe you have some forced training at work, but if you're going to learn something in an area besides that, it's on you. You're your own man now. Figure out what your dad, your pastor, your teacher, your scout leader, whoever, figure out what they never taught you and learn it. There's areas that I've in my life said, man, I really should have learned that a long time ago. And again, maybe it's someone's fault, maybe it's not, but I need to have that in my life. So take ownership for your own learning. It's my job to figure out how to do this. I'm not going to get to heaven and say, well, the pastor didn't teach me how to raise my kids. The Bible does. You could go ask, you could read a book, but whatever area it is, I have to take ownership for it. So let's put this into some action here. First, decide to be a learner. Whether it's books, podcasts, conferences, study on your own, study with others, add some input sources this year and decide to learn. If you don't regularly read the Bible, start reading it. Look for some opportunities to learn all around you. Second, decide to love the process. If you learn to enjoy learning, you'll do it for the rest of your life. It just becomes who you are. So the process is the most important. It's like the phrase, you learn more from a loss than you do from a win. It's like the phrase, you learn more from a loss than you do from a win. Why? Because you learn what you did wrong, you learn what to do better. Decide to love the process of learning and realizing that it is a process. Thirdly, be humble. And this really is our starting point, but decide to have a growth mindset, a mind that says, I'm going to seek out ways to learn. Purposely decide to grow, purposely decide to find balance, purposely decide to become the shepherd or the king that God has called you to be. I find I only learn when I'm humble. If I approach something with any measure of pride, I am not learning from that experience. And so I'm trying to save you from that and say, hey, don't do what I did. But that about wraps up today's show. And as always, stop by, leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That helps other men find our community. And shout out to Clean 5110 and all that they do. Make sure you stop by and check them out. But in the meantime, men, thanks for joining us on our search for balance. I encourage you to go out this week, this month, this year, and be a learner and to try to grow into the shepherd or the king that God has called you to be. We'll see you later.